All right, Ola, we're going to try to give you a minute to get it together. Go ahead and
Yeah,
unmute
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah,
microphone.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, there we go. Ola, where are you calling in from?
Nigeria.
Nigeria. And are you currently in Nigeria?
Yes, and what?
Okay, sounds good. And what do you think about the topic at hand?
What is Pan-African really actually?
It's kind of hard to understand you through that thick accent. Can you say that
I
one
say,
more time?
what is Pan-African? You said Pan-African is dead. What is Pan-African? To us Africans, we don't know nothing about Pan-African, what you're talking about. We don't know nothing. Pan-African doesn't say here. We don't give a damn about Pan-African. And those who ever promoted Pan-Africa is not our problem. Pan-Africa come from we don't know how Pan-Africa came about. It's a
Okay.
scam report.
All right. All right. Slow down. So it sounds like you're saying you have absolutely no idea what the phrase or what the movement that is Pan Africanism is. You've never heard of it before, right?
Not at all.
And this is exactly why we're talking about this. This has been a one sided movement, and it has been killed by Africans such as yourself. You don't
No, you
even know
see,
what Pan. Slow down, slow down.
hold on, hold
You don't even know what Pan Africanism is. But the whole purpose of Pan Africanism was to try to connect Black Americans to those across the diaspora. Peep game family, peep game FBA family. We've been riding so hard since even before the 80s, when the Pan Africanism movement really reached its peak. We've been riding so hard for them to get green cards, to be able to come over here and go to our colleges and everything in between. And we got Nigerians out there who don't even know what Pan Africanism is, haven't even heard of it a day in their life. So
bro.
since we have established,
Look.
slow down, since we have established that you don't know what it is, you've never heard of it, would you like me to educate you?
Man, why you pausing me? You just want to run your own team. I understand. I understand your bad. I understand.
I am pausing you because I don't want you speaking while I'm speaking. And this is my platform. So you've just admitted your ignorance to the thing that we call Pan Africanism. I'm asking you, do you want to learn what Pan Africanism is? Nigerian living in Nigeria.
What are we united for? For what? We're not the same people. What are we united for? For what? What is our unity about?
Guys, this is a class act. This is why I did the stream. Pan Africanism was started by us, was wholly one sided. They benefited from it. We ain't got a damn thing from it, no tangibles at all. And we got a Nigerian calling in to say, Why should we even be united? Why should we be a Pan? Sir, before we get to that, I ask you a very simple question. Do you want to learn what Pan Africanism is or what Pan Africanism means, or do you want to stay in the dark and stay ignorant? You're not on mute. Do you want to know what Pan Africanism is? Nope, I guess the Wi-Fi isn't Wi-Fi over there in Nigeria, y'all. He might be dealing with some load shedding. I don't know what's going on exactly. Are you still there, Ola?
Bro, what are we united? Look, you're cutting me off. What are we united? What is all about this? Let's unite or whatever diaspora. Black Americans, there are Black Americans over there. We don't care if you pull to be Pan-Africanist or not. It's not our business. You understand? We don't have similar values. We don't have nothing in common. So what are we united for? That as you pull out to badge Africans continuously, for what are we united for? We don't have similar culture. Even the looking of even the skin color is different. What are we united for, really? What,
Before I answer your question as to what are we uniting for, you have to answer my question. My question was, do you want to stay ignorant and not know what Pan Africanism means? Or would you like me to give you the definition of Pan Africanism? And then after you answer that question, we can get on to your question. It's very simple. Do you want to know what Pan Africanism means?
you can go on, tell me. Let me know about your so-called Pan Africa. Teach me what it is.
Okay, the definition of Pan Africanism It's not just us, it's a worldwide movement that aims to encourage and strengthen bonds of solidarity, something you know nothing about on that continent, between all indigenous and diasporas of African ancestry. We know that out there in Nigeria, you're warring with tribes that live within your own country. We know that you guys are extremely xenophobic from one to the other. So I understand why you don't want to ride for Pan Africanism. I understand why you don't see any reason for us to unite, but I at least thought I should educate you on what the definition of Pan Africanism means, since we have an African living in the continent that's never heard of it before, apparently. And
Okay,
you
you
put
don't.
yourself on mute. Go ahead and take
Okay,
yourself
okay,
off.
you done. Okay, you done. You see, you see, whatever you call this name, Pan African, whatever it is, or dead or not, to us, we don't give a goddamn shit about if it's alive or if it's dead. You know what I'm saying? We don't give no hooks about
Of
whether
course you don't care. You killed it. Of course you don't care about it. You killed it. It was wholly one sided and you killed it anyways. Of course you don't care. We're not surprised. We're not surprised that we're doing a stream about this subject and we have a Nigerian calling in preaching against unity. This is no surprise to us. This is why we're delineating.
even look. Well, I understand this. Why? Look, let's assume.
Oh my God, he's not educated over there in Nigeria, y'all. Did y'all see how he started stuttering and started tripping over the word
Hold on. What do you
delineate?
mean? What do you
He
mean?
don't
What do you
even
mean
know what
by
delineate means, y'all. He don't know what Pan Africanism is, and he doesn't know what the word delineate means, y'all. I gotta educate him on the English language.
was it? We not together. We not one. So we never be one. We not attached to people. Our policy is not to you for policy. Your policy is not to us policy. So if you want to do that, that's your own problem. That has nothing to do with Africans. You got me? That don't have nothing to do with Africans. That's your own problem. Delete if you want to delete or whatever you want to do. Go ahead and do it. Don't
Y'all, he can't even say the word delineate. Here, I'll slow it down for you. Delineate. Say it with me. Delineate.
whatever that who's is not our problem. You people live you people live over there. The Africans are not really down with you.
Sir, how as an African are you so emotionally invested in this topic and you don't even know what the definitions of these words are? I had to teach you what the definition of Pan Africanism is. I had to teach you what the definition of delineate is, yet you're so emotionally charged over these topics. Make it make sense.
Not at all. Sometimes I just watch some of your program. Do you batch Africans? That not at all.
Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. You said that you watch my program and that I bash Africans. So give me an example of how I have bashed an African.
You just call Africa traders. You call African all kind of names. You know what I mean? It's not just only you. Some of
The only name that you've listed that I've referred to as some Africans, not all, I don't colloquially refer to Africans as tethers. Some Africans who act like tethers, we give them that title, such as yourself, sir. We would have to say that you fit into the tether class. Would you like to know what makes you a tether, or do you want to stay in the dark about that as well?
I don't live in the United States. I cannot be a trader.
You
You know,
don't need to live in the United States to be a tether. Tethers are on the continent of Africa. Tethers are in the nation of Europe. Tethers are all over the world. You don't have to live in America to be a tether because you're a tether and you live in Nigeria. See how that works, sir?
I cannot be a trader because I don't live in the United States. Man,
Sir, you are a tether. And you being a tether has to do with your ideology. It has nothing to do with where you currently reside. It has nothing to do with whether or not you live in the United States. Here, I've been educating you so much tonight. I'll give you some more free game. Do you know why you're a suspected tether? Do you know what makes you a tether?
He said, I
Hey,
understand
hey,
this.
hey, 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 stop cackling. Chill. Do you want to know what makes you a tether? Yes or no?
I don't want to know nothing about Teda. I've been hearing people using it.
You don't want to know nothing about Tether, but you're emotionally charged when we refer to some of you guys as Tethers. You claim you don't want anything to do with unity, you don't care about us at all, yet you're in Nigeria. Hold on, wait a minute. What time is it in Nigeria? Peep Game family, I purposefully did this stream so early in the day because I was hoping we get some people from across the diaspora to call in. Let's see what time it is in Nigeria. Right now it's 11 p.m. in Nigeria, y'all. It's 11 p.m. in Nigeria, and he's calling into our platform to talk about us while simultaneously claiming he cares nothing about us and doesn't want any unity. This is what makes you a tether.
Can I talk? You're posting me, man.
Go ahead.
Let's hold talks, bro. You're posting me. Look, I'm just chilling. Then then your something come up. I'm just strolling. Then your something come up. So when you want to be a tether, I have nothing to do with your economy. I have nothing to be in your hood. I have nothing to do around you. I'm just cruising, have a good time in my own country, whereby I'm the majority. I set the rules here. If I
You
don't
do
like it,
not set the
change
rules in
them.
Nigeria. The Asians set the rules in
You
Nigeria.
get me?
The Europeans set the rules in
You know,
Nigeria.
you know the
You don't have
population of
control
Nigeria.
over the resources of your own homeland. What kind of rules are you setting in Nigeria, sir?
The president, the president of this country is from my tribe. Why don't I set the rules? I know
You
it's
think
very
because the
transparent.
president of your country, because the corrupt leader that was popped up by foreign officials, because he comes from your tribe, you set some rules? Sir, can you list one rule that you've set?
You see, you still pausing, man. You're not strong enough to let's hold this talk. You just pausing me off. That's not fair. You want
I,
to?
I think the
I
word I
understand.
think the word that you're searching for is pausing or muting. I don't know what pulsing is. You keep pulsing me up, sir. Chill off the tether battle. Just relax. Let us know. Educate us. How are you setting the rules in Nigeria when you don't even have
Look,
control over the resources?
look, I'm an African man. Okay, I don't. I
71 million people are living in extreme poverty today in Nigeria. You guys have floating shanty towns in Nigeria. Let me see what rank you guys are as far as poverty. You guys rank number 37 out of 172 countries. Sir, you are in the top 40 of the most impoverished nations on earth, and you're talking about you set some type of rules.
You're backward, man. Check your Philly. Check your California. Those homeless over there. You live in the dirty shit. New York is dirty. You understand? Everywhere you live is dirty.
I love how he cherry picks certain cities that may have a homelessness crisis to try to say that we're dirty. Meanwhile, his whole entire nation is impoverished. They are sitting outside of their shanty town looking at the sky, hoping that the Red Cross drops off a package of rice to parachute down and fill their meningera having ass stomachs. What are you talking about, sir? What are you talking about?
Go, go and feed your homeless in California, wherever you're staying. If you know that, go to the farmland in Alabama, Mississippi, start picking corns over there. You understand? That's what you have to start doing. That you checking Africans. Africa don't give a shit about you. You understand? Go feed your homeless, bro. They look like you.
Hey guys, since he wants to talk so much about Nigeria, and since he actually still lives there and hasn't fled, let's do a little bit of citing our sources. Let's do a little bit of research, if we will. He says that he sets the rules in Nigeria. He claims that the president of Nigeria is a part of his tribe. You know, they always got this Prince of Mambumba fantasy, right? Let's see what Nigeria got going on.
How many of you believe that a beautiful girl like this is living in a place like this with her family? This family
Damn.
have been going through extreme difficulties for more than 4 years now, and not too many persons even know anything about it.
Oh, good lord! I gotta pause it. Hold on, I gotta go back and I
For more
gotta
than
pause
four
it.
years
Hold
now,
on.
and not too many
It is
persons
the year 2024, and that's how your children look in Nigeria. Every single rib bone is showing, and you got the nerve to talk about you setting some type of rules, you running something, and we homeless in America, and whatever the hell you talking about. This is how y'all are in Nigeria in the year 2024. Oh God.
even know anything about it.
This is where we are living, sir.
This
Please
isn't
go.
even funny to watch. This is absolutely sickening and it's absolutely sad. Just like you said earlier, sir, you guys are the majority of the population and you're still living like this? You have the nerve to talk about the homeless population that we have in some cities. Meanwhile, this is how the average young Nigerian girl is living, a goddamn shanty town. Hey,
Let me
I can go to Home Depot and buy a shed and it will look 10 times better than that.
show you. We have been living here for the past 4 years now, sir. Yes, sir. Our house.
Of you live here.
We are 10, sir.
10 of you.
Yes, sir.
10
Wow.
of them,
Is this
10 of them are living in that shanty home. 10 of them. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven, not eight, nor nine. They have 10 living in that rundown shanty home. But he's coming up here with a Prince of Mambumba fantasy talking about, oh, the president is from my tribe. Your president ain't fixed this, has he?
your sister?
Yes, sir. This is my sisters and my mother.
Who are the two kids?
My sisters and brothers too.
Oh boy. Wow. Are they sick?
Yes, sir. We are very, very sick.
Where's your mom?
She's sitting down here. Look at her.
Hello, my afternoon. How you dey? Now y'all love now they stay.
God damn it, that's the mama? That looked like the daddy, y'all. God damn it, I thought that was the daddy. That's the mama. That's the mama, and they all sick and they all poor. But he wants to call in and preach against unity while trying to big up his homeland as if they got shit popping when they don't.
Hello, ma. Good afternoon. How you dey? Now y'all love now they stay. Yes, sir. Wow, 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 wow.
Please, sir, we need help. We have been the up and down everywhere is leaking very badly. Mosquito, everything, snake everywhere.
People kill snake a lot there.
Yes, sir. Sick cat
Damn, he
everywhere.
said people kill snakes around here. Like, y'all got snakes slithering into your little shack, biting you in the middle of the night. But you want to call in and talk about homeless people in LA. Okay.
Everything. Water, when the rain fall, cannot be able to stay. Cold, everything.
And you have been living like this for 4 years
For the
now.
past 4 years, sir.
How old are you?
80 years.
Okay, how long have you guys been living in this cement?
In the past 4 years now.
Wow. It's really sad. How many times a day do you guys eat?
One times every day.
Wow. Go hungry most nights.
Damn, y'all, they
Yeah.
on that OMAD diet, one meal a day, and it's not by choice. And yes, Kelly, they said snakes. They said snakes. And I'm so sorry I was caught up with this tether and his nonsensical babble. I forgot to acknowledge Afro Troop TV. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. Let me drop a bomb for you.
Have you ever felt the temptation to run away from this house?
Yes, every time.
Always feeling.
Yes.
Do you bring your friends here?
No.
What do your friends think about you?
They always used to communicate with me as before self. Even when I see them, they will only greeting. When I tell them that let them come to my house, they say, which house? Do you have house? So those things are not used to bring
And yes, for
anyone
all
to
we
my
know, this
side.
is a scam. For all we know, they putting on a skit to get some donations, y'all. But hey, I'm gonna do just a little more research on Nigeria. He said Nigeria is so popping, y'all. Dirtiest slum in Nigeria, Makoko, floating shantytown.
Currently on a with black water and all kinds of it's water from Nigeria, a slum that floats on water. Houses are made of worn out timber. You use a little canoe to get
FBA
around.
family, I don't get up here and talk shit. I don't get up here and just bash Africans. He came up here with the smoke, so I came citing my sources. When I said they live in a floating shanty town, that was not me making a joke. The floating shanty town is called Makoko. Do the research.
And there's these corner stores on the water. Like this. Fell and my life flashed before my eyes. Was scared. A boat.
Oh wait, this is Ethiopia. Right now we on Nigeria, y'all. Right now we on Nigeria. Life in Nigeria.
The boys have been doing the great job, and now see,
And what's so sad is the homeless in our country don't even live like this. The homeless in our country have things called homeless shelters run by nonprofits. There's plenty of organizations that come by and feed them and clothe them, and y'all don't have no infrastructure to help your average citizens. These aren't even the homeless, these aren't even the down bad, the downtrodden. This is just average life in Nigeria.
The boys who have been doing the great job are now eating.
So now we back to Ola. Ola, I've got to ask you,
Oh, don't you see that
do you live in Makoko? Do you live in Makoko? Ola, how far from Makoko do you live?
living in Philly in the junkie area? Okay, since I'm seeing you there, are you living in Philly in the junkie areas? Are you living in California in the junkie areas? I want to ask you.
Sir, California and Philadelphia are paradises compared to what's going on in
Why
Nigeria.
don't why do you show your drug there in California? Show that, let me see. Show that, let me see. So you don't want to do that.
You know what? You know what? I'm
You're
going to
full
play
of
as
shit.
devil's advocate, y'all. I'm going to play devil's advocate and I'm going to grant his request. I am going to do the unthinkable and I am actually going to grant this man's request, okay? We are going to grant his request. Let's go ahead and see what Skid Row looks like. Even though Skid Row is a phenomenon, even though Skid Row is only one collection of a few streets in Los Angeles, Skid Row isn't a widespread thing. Let's compare what Skid Row in LA looks like compared to what we just saw from these Nigerians. Let's compare. Let's compare. Look, he visited Skid Row, the homeless capital of America. Let's see how the homeless in Skid Row are living compared to them.
Let you know.
God damn it, hold on, wait a minute. I already see a difference, y'all. I see paved roads. I see streets and cars and infrastructure.
So you might have to sit them down and start.
That dude's sleeping on rocks. There's somebody in there. That's like 5 feet. There's 5 feet away from the police department on the corner. That's literally a pile of
He
shit.
is so obsessed. He is
That's
so
good.
obsessed with a down bad block in Philly and a down bad block in LA. Let's compare what the worst of the worst of the worst conditions in America are compared to the average conditions of Nigeria.
Like they're like, oh, it's through that.
All the way to.
Oh, and mind you, we have to give proper context. 99.9% of these people have mental health issues and are on the narcotics. What is your guys' excuse? You guys are clean and sober, living in a floating shanty town.
All right, guys. Part 2 of alchemy.
God damn it, I see buses, I see roads.
Urban alchemy for the public. A job.
Come on. He trying to talk shit about us because we got some drug addicts loitering on the street.
He's okay.
God damn it, at least they got clothes.
He's more than okay because, well, he's yeah.
And most of these folks ain't even black. We seeing white people, we seeing Mexicans, we seeing Asians, we seeing Puerto Ricans. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, that's all y'all. That's exclusively all y'all. So let's compare this image to this crackhead to what we just saw over here. We're really gonna compare Skid Row to what's going on in
How many
Nigeria.
of you believe?
Really, really. He wants to compare, y'all. He wants to compare. Not a
So
single
where's your
family on
bathroom?
Skid Row.
We don't even have bathroom. We used to be outside here.
Used to bathe outside.
So
Daylight.
Is that fufu?
yes.
No, he eating the fufu off the ground in a dirty ass plastic container. Oh my god, not the fufu, y'all, not the fufu. And let's see what their drug problem looks like. Let's see what their drug problem looks like. Since he wants to compare drug problems.
Now, drug abuse across Nigeria has become incredibly troubling, with many young people, including teenage girls and women, getting addicted to drugs. Nowadays, many are hooked to a drug called tramadol, and it's becoming difficult for the authorities to the prevalence of the menace in trafficking in the country. Here's
Drug trafficking and its use are on the rise in Nigeria and are becoming a public health concern. The enforcement agency is leading to many criminal activities. Nigeria's drug watchdog told Beyond that over 19,000 arrests were in the last 20 months and around
Damn.
5
And you see what's
million
so crazy when we compare and contrast? That's you Nigerians bringing in the Nigerian drugs when our communities in America are filled. Excuse me, are filled with drugs. It's not us bringing it in. Don't no black person got no connection, got no planes to bring in no coke or no crack or no fentanyl. That's the Latinos and that's the Asians. But your own countrymen are bringing in the drugs that are fucking up your own country.
kilograms of illegal drugs have been seized across the country.
We have 43 million Nigerians who abuse illicit substances.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. He said how many? He said how many?
Nigerians who abuse
In 20 months and around 0.4 million kilograms of illegal drugs seized
Nigeria
across
will
the
have
country.
20 million drug users by 2030, but he wants to compare and contrast. You know what? I heard that y'all got something called child brides out there. In America, we don't have nothing called child brides, but let's see what's going on with the Nigerian child brides, since he wants us to believe that Nigeria is so popping, right? And Eric Johnson, I'm gonna bring you up in just a few minutes. Idris, I see you backstage. I'm gonna bring you up in just a few minutes. Child brides, y'all. Child brides. Mm-mm-mm. Uh-oh, the Wi-Fi ain't Wi-Fi. Let me do a refresh, y'all. Child brides, they say. Goddamn, I wish a motherfucker would try to do some shit over there like that. We on code. We on point. We don't let no child brides, no child marriages go down. And I wonder if they actually have a YouTube short on it because I would like to get it in an easy to digest format. Now we just gonna have to watch the video. Goddamn.
In Africa. For many, what they experience as a child bride is nothing short of modern day slavery. In parts of the South, there's a long held tradition of selling off young girls' marriage for money. It's a practice that some are now trying to bring to an end, as Anna Cunningham reports.
Rose, childhood, age 12, married to an older man in exchange for money. She was enslaved, kept to work the fields day in, day out, raped and beaten. She missed twice.
This is what y'all got going on. Y'all got child sex trafficking, child rings and marriages, and modern day slavery. They said modern day slavery, but he got the nerve to talk about us. Y'all, I'm bodying him too hard. I'm bodying him too hard right now. I gotta hear him explain this away. Please explain to us how Nigeria is so popping, sir.
You talk about nonsense. You talk about nonsense. If you go to your street in South Carolina, they're roaming around the street over there without not having nothing on. What is that? Your men are doing peeping them. You know, your men are doing peeping them. You know, so what else you got about that? If you go to streets in Atlanta, Georgia, you see your people running around there too. Who is pimping them? Your people is the one pimping them. So what do you want to say? You understand? Your people are robbing shops, robbing foreigner shops, gas station over there. You put a bunch of fools over there. You feel me? You know, so you just project it.
Sir, you cannot compare pimping to the crisis of child brides in your homeland. What are you talking about right now?
Yours is the worst. Yours is the worst. At least we could control ours. You know, try to put them in the check,
Came when
arrest
washing
them.
clothes. Never.
You don't arrest yours.
Never returned.
People have no power. You know, your musicians, all of them, they're all gays. Underground gay men. Come back to the say they're not gays. All your rappers are all gays.
Ismail mother. Her child's father is someone she chose and fell for, but in the community she will always be known as a money wife, something her child's father.
In the community, she's known as a money wife. Did y'all just call her a money wife? We don't have money wives out here in America, sir.
Cope with, and he left. It was Rose's mother who ran off in exchange for 100 euros.
Oh my God, her mama sold her for 100 euros, y'all. Her mama sold her for $100 For a blue-faced Benji, she got sold into modern sex slavery for $100 by her own mother. You cannot explain this away, sir. Hola, did your mother also sell you to be a money wife? Did you have your bussy bust open, and that's why you're calling in with
I
such
can see your mom in the crack
contempt?
house. Your mom take crack to give birth to you.
Sir, do you currently live in a shanty town?
I can see your mom with one hand with the crack, and you beg it to eat something from his hand.
Sir, do you currently live in a shanty town?
I can see the fruit of Philly with your mom who have a crack head.
I said that because of my mother burial. Where they worry from her own side, like me
That
woman.
dusty ass mushmouth Nigerian bitch just said her mama died and she needed money to bury her mama, so she sold her daughter into sex slavery. Oh, you Nigerians should not call into my platform. We know what y'all
Just
into
where
over
your
there.
dad sold your mom for crack.
Worry from her own side, like me woman.
It's here in poor communities, deep in the heart of Cross River State, missionary Pastor Richards has been working, trying to bring an end to this mission. His work is not always welcomed.
There are actual areas where I can't really go now because the threats is high. The threats is high. Food threats, physical threats.
His
Where you
visit
live, are the threats high? Is there high threats, sir? Go ahead and unmute yourself. I didn't even mute you, sir. You're muting yourself to learn about your country. You didn't know this was going on in your own homeland, sir? You know so much about Skid Row and Philadelphia and Atlanta. Did you know that this was going on in your country, sir? What has your president done to fix these multiple crises within your country, sir, since you claim the president comes from your tribe?
At least we're fixing it. Who's fixing yours? The Mexicans are beating your ass, Dad. You got no shit.
Classic Tether Babble. He said, well, we fixing it, we working on it, and then he tries to divert and deflect and start
I'm
talking
asking
about the
you, what are you both
Mexicans.
doing? Because
The
you both have nothing to
Mexicans.
show. The Mexicans beating you over there. You
He
want to
babbling
go
hard right
back
now,
to
y'all. He
Africa? You
babbling
go
hard.
fucking weak. You think it's a game? Africa don't speak anyhow. We deal with you, we want to deal with you. You a piece of shit. People talk on the back of internet but have no strength. Your master Tariq is a piece of shit also.
And they always have to bring up Tariq's name, y'all. They
Yeah, your
always got to
master
bring
Tariq
up
is a piece
Tariq's
of
name.
shit also.
Oh, Lord, Tariq has triggered them oh so heavily. You know what we're going to do, guys? Because there's been people waiting oh so patiently backstage. We're going to leave that Nigerian tether babbling right where he is. Don't go anywhere, sir. But we're going to bring somebody else up from the back to the front as well. We've got Eric Johnson, 1994, in the building. Eric Johnson, where you calling in from?
Calling in from Athens, Georgia, brother. Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear. And I don't even got
Thank
to
you,
ask you
brother.
where you're from.
Yeah, you see that UGA helmet? You know I'm representing.
Yep.
I want to thank you, bro, because you got the patience of an old person sipping, tea. This dude right here is a damn coward, bro. All the chaos, all the shit that's going on in Nigeria. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even say Nigeria. All over the continent of Africa, because he's so much of a coward, he couldn't even say what he represent his country from. You know, all these dudes have all these damn flags, but when they get up here talking to a real foundational Black American, they don't want to represent where they come from. Because I don't deal with dudes like this, especially with these Twitter spaces. It's the same thing, in one ear and right out the other. You just heard this girl said that she's been sold from her mother for 100 euros. So I don't know the equivalent to that in dollars. I have to look it up on Google. But he has all the smoke for brother Tyreek
Nah,
and all
brother,
these other
brother.
people.
We gonna look it up right now in real time. $1, oh no, €1, €1 to the Nigerian currency, or it's called the naira. It says here that €1 is 1,000 Nigerian naira. So 100 euros would be 100,000 Nigerian naira. So she sold her daughter for 100,000 Nigerian bucks. That is sad. Now go ahead, Eric. You still got the floor. Rock out.
All right, thank you, brother. This is just terrible how the way this dude is acting, coming up here being real disrespectful. And it just goes to show you that these terrorists don't want to do anything in their homeland to help their people. Like, when you see those kids like that, living in those unstable conditions, this to just bring thug tears to your eyes, man. I don't care what Black Americans are doing in the country. We have never been that low that we have sold our kids into poverty. We have never been that low where we've been eating with our hands, let alone doing things for a piece of change. We know that this dude would do anything for the equivalent of a 10-piece bucket of KFC chicken, let alone a Klondike bar. Because this dude, he has all this smoke for you and all the real foundational Black Americans, but he ain't bringing that smoke to the people, the Chinese, the Belgium, and all these other European entities that's raping and ravaging his country.
Not facts. You ain't speaking nothing but facts. He was preaching against unity. He says he doesn't even know what Pan Africanism is, doesn't even know what delineate means, but he's oh so triggered up here at midnight in Nigeria to come talk to us, but he doesn't care about us. And we're not the same, and we shouldn't unite. Then why are you even here, Playboy? Why are you even here? Explain yourself, Ola.
Man, fuck off, you fucking slave. We don't talk to slaves like you, people. God damn. Goodbye.